here's a trach tube. This is what it looks like. And here's like a cross section of a guy. His name's Tom. Trach Tom. Really, that's his name. Trach Tom. So you can see how it sits. So this is his trachea, his epiglottis, and this is his esophagus. So you can see what it would look like. So when it's actually in the patient, all you're seeing is this part. See, you're just seeing it stick out like that. But this is how much is in the patient. Okay, so let's go through the parts of the trach. So the very first line on there is this part here. See the whole flat piece that goes against the neck? That's called the flange. So this top one is called the flange, F-L-A-N-G-E. Okay. And then the second line is pointing to this part. And this is the pilot balloon. So it's just like on the endotracheal tube, it has the same name. So this is the pilot balloon. So this is the pilot balloon. No, I'm just trying to determine my arrows. So the third line, even though it looks like it, make it to this part. Actually, arrow it over to the cuff. So that third line, instead of it pointing to the pilot balloon, make it advance the line to actually the cuff. But isn't the other one to the cuff?
Yeah.
The left?
One on the left.
Oh, it is to the cuff. There's two, yeah, because it looks like there's two. I have two of them pointing to the pilot balloon.
Mm-hmm.
So make the one, so don't worry about one. So basically we're talking about the flange, we're talking about the pilot balloon, and the cuff. Actually, and even though you can't see on here, on the front of it is where it tells you the size, like that very top number, and you'll be able to see it better when you actually see how it says 8 DCT.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 DCT. DCT stands for diameter cuff trach. So the very top number on a trach is always what the size of the trach is. And then the inner part that comes out, this is, and that's the very last line on that box is called the inner cannula. So this is called the inner cannula. Yeah. So this is the inner cannula. So what the inner cannula is we change this every shift. So this particular one, see the kind with the little wings on the side, is disposable. So what it means is when I take this one out, I throw it away and I get a new one. There are some inner cannulas, which I'm going to show you, are not disposable. You would actually clean it and put it back in the patient. But it gets cleaned every shift. The benefit of that is that when it's cleaned every shift, it doesn't, the trach itself doesn't get clogged. So that's why they're cleaning the inner cannula or changing it every shift. Okay, and then down on the last, the very last box, you'll see how it's pointing to that little hole in the trach. That is called a fenestration. So this little hole is a fenestration.
Can you see that on there?
That one is not fenestrated. Let me see if this one is.
Does that mean a hole? Basically, fenestration is the hole in the tube?
Yeah. So it's the hole in the tube. It's a